Hello there, this is a video to ask a very simple question. Is there a far safer, saner, more effective solution for COVID-19 than we are currently using? And I am of course referring to the face mask, social distancing and washing hands. That doesn't seem to be working as well as we would like it to. And before I begin, I'd just like to say I'm not a medical doctor. This is just investigational, observational research through internet searches that have yielded some very interesting information. And to begin with, I would like to draw everybody's attention to this lab study that was done originally from a sample passed to the Indian Institute of Technology in India, who did their own personal lab report on it. This is the Indian Institute of Technology in India, a very well established, very famous organisation which certainly doesn't mess around. And if we have a quick look at what they've written here, uncanny similarity of unique inserts in the 2019 nCoV spike protein to HIV-1, basically suggesting that there are insertions of DNA sequences from HIV into the COVID-19 virus to make it more deadly and longer lasting illness. Now, they say in the first paragraph here that the finding of 4 unique inserts in the 2019 nCoV, all of which have identity similarity to amino acid residues in key structural proteins of HIV-1, is unlikely to be fortuitous in nature, suggesting that this is not a natural occurrence. This did not happen or evolve by some kind of natural process. This was indeed interfered with by a human being, and very clearly appears to be a man-made product. And the evidence of this is further seen in this 3D modelling picture taken in, let me see, yes, this is at their university, which very clearly states here and shows that if we have a look underneath, the inserts from HIV envelope, I don't know if I can just block this out, from HIV envelope protein are shown with coloured beads present at the binding site of the protein. So insert 1, 2, 3, 4 have this red, orange, yellow, green colour, so the whole thing lights up like a Christmas tree, as you can see, reflecting all the HIV inserted components into the spike proteins. Now that, yes, it's certainly very suspicious. And if we have a look here, this is a chap called Montagnier from France, who also picked up on this piece of evidence, I believe, because it was his own scientist that passed him the proof and discoveries of these sequences inside COVID-19 that are so similar to HIV. And he sounded the alarm a few weeks ago, this is 22nd of April, by basically, yes, raising awareness to these HIV components and the possibility that it is a man-made product. Now, full credit to him. And if we have a quick look now at the action of colloidal silver, this is interaction of silver nanoparticles with HIV-1, we find that there's a fascinating and very potent effect from silver nanoparticles upon HIV. And if we have a look just at the bottom part, it says, due to this interaction, silver nanoparticles inhibit the virus from binding to host cells, as demonstrated in vitro. So basically, yes, if you are taking this or have it in your system, then it certainly will help to prevent this awful COVID-19 with its HIV components and spike proteins from binding with our body cells. And further evidence of this, and this is a perfectly legit scientific article, as you can see, published by the US National Library of Medicine, National Institute of Health, entitled Interaction of Silver Nanoparticles with HIV-1. And there's no shortage actually of these articles online. If we have a look here, there's another one, Silver Nanoparticles and HIV. This is written by Dr. Catherine Schafer, PhD, reviewed by an MD, and she points out in the first paragraph here that silver is also strongly toxic to a range of organisms, and silver nanoparticles are widely used as an antimicrobial material. To suggest that colloidal silver is a very wide spectrum antibiotic that is highly effective on a number of different viruses and bacterial illnesses. And she further goes on to suggest later down here that they can also become attached. Sorry, let's have a look here. Smaller nanoparticles penetrate the host cell, then block factors within the cell or viral vectors. They can also become attached to the viral genome, preventing viral polymerase activity, to suggest to you that colloidal silver has a very strong antiviral action upon a very wide range of viruses. And this is reaffirmed in a number of different studies. There's another one here, mode of antiviral action of silver nanoparticles against HIV. It's extraordinary. Again, this is from the same US National Library of Medicine, who state very clearly here in the first sentence, silver nanoparticles have proven to exert antiviral activity against HIV-1 at non-toxic cyto concentrations. And goes on to say, yes, that the underlying inhibitory activity has not been fully elucidated. However, what they do know is that it works. Silver nanoparticles at non-toxic levels to our own body cells exert an inhibitory effect upon HIV, as proven and stated in this article here. So that's 3 we've just stormed through. Now, interestingly enough, the insertions into the DNA sequences in COVID-19 don't just seem to be peculiar just to HIV. If we have a look here, we can see that this is another report that's come out of France, back in April again, which very clearly points toward the discovery of a rabies sequence inside the DNA of COVID-19. Furthermore, the SARS-CoV-2 envelope exhibits a loop with a sequence similar to a motif present on the rabies virus glycoprotein. Now this explains a lot because, of course, all the doctors in all the ICU wards have been complaining about neurological disorders and all the symptoms of rabies, not just blood clots from HIV. And this is the thing, we have all the classical symptoms of both rabies and HIV inside COVID-19. Blood clots is a key feature of HIV, and neurological symptoms is a key feature of rabies, and both of them are rife, in COVID patients. So yes, that is self-explanatory, and it goes on to say here that these sequences of elements are also similar to a motif present in snake venom toxin, which yes, is fairly worrying. However, we have a very interesting, this is from India. Indians obviously seeking to use colloidal silver to tackle a whole range of nasty illnesses. It says here, nano-silver particles are a fraction of a meter small, making them capable of crossing the blood-brain barrier. So that would be very effective for rabies. Silver itself has also been documented to fight hundreds of microbes in vitro, from common causes of illnesses like Salmonella, E. coli, hard to treat illnesses like HIV and hepatitis C. All sorts of bacteria, viruses, fungi and other pathogens are leading scientists to come up with the new cures for diseases in India. That's astonishing. It literally wipes out everything, this damn stuff. And I cannot stress this enough, that we are being lied to about the effectiveness of colloidal silver. And here's just a guy that has raised awareness to these medical facts and just made a short summary of his own discoveries, which I strongly recommend that you have a look at. I'll put all the links in the description, and just see how much time we've got there. Thank you for watching.